Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Best in Badger, and today we're going to play a little bit more Tyto Ecology because there is a new piece of DLC out, and I figured just like we did with the Himalayan Forest Players word, I figured we'd make ourselves a new biome to test it out. It is an Alaskan tundra biome. Very exciting. The Alaskan tundra is a harsh biome with short summers and long freezing winters. Most plants grow very low to the ground to withstand high winds, and many animals have white coats to blend in with snow during the wintertime. Despite its unforgiving climate, Alaska is still home to a wide variety of flora and fauna. We're gonna keep the tutorial off because that would be stupid. Let's go. Now, I have been intelligent enough to check in on all of the others, and you'll see we've got loads of those T-point things. We could have more, but that's enough. Now, Alaska. We need an Alaskan name. Ice truckers. Ice road truckers. No. Alaska. Alaska is literally the best name I have for my Alaskan tundra. I need something like Mimi. We always go for something Mimi. Alaskan. Okay, there we go. That's just brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right. There we go. Alaskan US. For God's sake. Okay, very exciting. We have a frozen lake for like the first time in the game. I like this. They do like little changes, you know, in each of the biomes. I feel like both of the new biomes have a little bit more work sort of put in to make them a bit individual, you know. We've got these really cool sort of big rocky outcrops at the side as well. So let's just get started working on this little area here. We're going to really try to make this one work. It won't work. I will mess it up. But still, let's have a little look at all the exciting stuff we have. So diamond leaf, willow, cottongrass, field horsetail, pasquet flower, tufted saxifrage, which personally for me is my favourite saxifrage. Purple saxifrage, my 7th favourite saxifrage. Bearberry, my favourite type of bear, not my favourite type of berry, and white spruce in the sort of, what are these called? Detritus things. We have caribou moss and jewel lichen, very cool, as well as our standard mushrooms. And if we go into animals, this is the important stuff. We have an Arctic ground squirrel. That's awesome. We have an Arctic fox, which only costs 1 to unlock, so we'll just do that right now. An Arctic hare, an ermine, an Arctic bumblebee, which I assume is a bumblebee, really, a lemming, a lynx, an Arctic wolf, a caribou, a wolverine, that's pretty cool, a grizzly bear, a polar bear, a moose, and there we go, polar bear, that's awesome. Right, so, I'm going to start off with our ground squirrel, which sounds like something you'd make a squirrel burger out of, but we're going to assume it's not. And before we do that, let's get some nice flowers. Let's get some cotton grass, some pasquets, and we need a tree. We always need a tree. Should speed up time as well. The tree just adds a little bit of excitement. Oh, it's like a Christmas tree. So we're gonna make a little area here for our omnivorous. Oh god, that used like all my points up. Mistakes were made. My little omnivorous thingamajiggy is gonna live here. Okay, oh god, it is there, you just can't see the bloody stuff. Right, is this any bigger? I want something I can actually see. It's maybe the tree is massive. Maybe that's the problem, the tree is huge. Maybe. We should get some bearberries instead. That is better, and the bearberries are fruit, right? Which hopefully means our adorable little ground squirrels. Not ground squirrel, ground squirrels. Means they'll be able to use them. So let's make like a little ring around the rosies. Used to love a rosie back in the day. There we go, something like that. Really low down around. And then just a nice little, happy little area for our squirrels to live. There's no such thing as a mistake. Just happy little squirrels. And we'll put some cotton grass in there as well. And it can't be too close to the tree seemingly, but just some there. A bit more over there. Just kind of populate the whole area a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. Nice little Alaskan wilderness, you know? These trees are massive. I'm really going to try to be restrictive on these trees. I don't really want to put many of these in, because they are humongous. going to be doing that a lot in this episode. I do apologise this took so long. This has actually been out just for a little while now, but just had other stuff to upload, basically, folks. But we're always going to come back to good old Tyto. I love this game, I really do. It's something completely unique within the gaming landscape, and I really wish more people played it, bought the DLC, stuff like that, you know. Support this game, it's awesome. Right, so I think that's good enough. I think that's our little... Let's just refill this, shall we? Good enough for a little area. I think they'll be able to survive that. We need some detritus. I'm going to mess around with some new stuff. Let's get some... Ah, this decomposer is poisonous. It can only be eaten by certain marked consumers. Interesting. Which one of these, or if any, can actually eat it? None of them have a poison marker. A lot of them have... That just means they can't be... Yeah. Right. So the caribou can eat poisonous life forms. That's interesting. I've never noticed that before. That's cool. Can our ground squirrel eat poisonous life forms, though? It cannot. So, we're going to go with the jewel lichen. Put some in there. Can't actually see the bloody stuff, but... I'm going to... Oh, God! Oh, I found it! It's massive! Right, and I don't want to put too many of those in, because it looks weird. So, we'll just put in some mushrooms there. Okay, cool. There's definitely... People keep telling me there's definitely a button. I don't want that. But there's a button to hide the UI. And I continuously forget what it is. Spacebar does it temporarily. No. Whatever that button I pressed a minute ago does it temporarily. But it also... screws things up. So... But it takes a screenshot. I don't take screenshots every time I do it, basically. It's annoying me that I can't put plants under the tree. What's going on here? Oh, look at the different mushrooms. Oh, cool. It's always like that. Who knows? Oh, we need a pollinator. We don't have any pollinating creatures, except the bumblebee. So let's get a bumblebee. Stick that in the middle. Give it a minute. Okay, that's different. It'd be nice if they showed me what I was going to put down, because this looks stupid. It's floating. Why is it floating? Stop floating. I just wanted to pollinate my plants, goddammit. Right. Time for some ground squirrel. Yeah, it's weird. Usually it shows you beforehand, but oh well. Yay! Hello! Who's adorable? You're adorable. Proud of you. I have to keep taking screenshots, so I apologise for the annoying noise, but I've completely forgotten the button to do it without taking screenshots, so... Ground squirrels everywhere! Hurrah! No, don't click. Screenshots. There we go. So, got a nice big fir tree, we've got a little garden going, and the squirrels have just migrated for... Oh no, that's not even a squirrel. The mushrooms are migrating for miles. Actually, that is a squirrel. It's moving and it has legs. It's probably a squirrel, not a mushroom. They're on an absolute journey, they are. We get some bearberry over here. What else can we get? What's this? Should we get some saffrofosh? Hey, it's about time, isn't it? Is that good stuff? Do we like that? I don't love it. It's got to be said. I don't love it. What we should do, if I was being even vaguely intelligent, which I know is asking for a lot, is... I'm going to set that first. This... Which button is it? It's this one. If we unlock another zone, I think it ups our maximum energy. Yeah, it does. By quite a lot. So it's always worth doing early on. Which one have we unlocked over that way? Yeah, okay. And we're really going to focus in on this little bit as well, but I feel like we need a carnivore. I'm going to try to do a few episodes on this. So I don't want to do everything. I think I'll go for an Arctic fox, kick things off, and we'll start working up to things like wolverines and polar bears and stuff down the line. Let's get an Arctic fox. Just one, and it's going to live. Right, it's got a massive area, so it's going to go live over here. Does that stretch far? No. It needs to be within range, so it's going to go live there. I'm going to put a couple of trees up here as well. Because I feel like they would naturally try to live in sort of more wooded area, although they are tiny and adorable. Hello? You are tiny and adorable. Oh, you're so cute. The furries around the world are having an absolute field day with this. I want to give them like a nice little wooded area. You know, is that sad? I don't care. And the forest on the hills where the foxes live. You know? It's like that. That's really nice. It's very Christmassy. I wonder if that was the intention. So we've got our little ground squirrels bounding away, living in their little jungle with their bizarre lichen thing. Adorable. 2 sets of those. Hopefully they'll be okay. There should be enough food here, and the bees are going to pollinate these plants so that they should spread. And they also may eat the bees, it must be said, but whatever, that's fine. And then they look up on the hill and they see the spruces, and they know that is the sign. That is where the foxes live. Dun dun dun! Okay. Time skip for a year. Let's do it. Let's see what's happened within a year. Has anything survived, or has everything been murdered? Okay, my squirrels did not survive the year. They've all died. Now my plants have begun to spread. I didn't put these in. These are spreading because of the pollination via the bees. Same as over here. And over here, it's actually spreading quite a lot. What's this? My foxes seem... Oh, are you hungry? Not very. I don't know what the problem was. I don't know why they died. Maybe we simply didn't have enough squirrels to sustain the fox population. So, like... Basically, there just wasn't enough squirrels. That's how I'm reading this. So. Because, basically, your squirrel population needs to be able to outbreed the hunger of the foxes, I guess, you know? So, more squirrels! And we're going to add in some Arctic hares as well. For the bants, you know? You know what I'm like, guys, I'm all about that. This only costs 5? That's an absolute bargain. Why have everyone wasted my life on squirrels when I could have just hares everywhere, you know? Everywhere! Everywhere! Okay. Now I feel I have too many herbivores. I have too many bunnies. There's too many bunnies, okay? So now we need to stymie the bunny population with ermines. And they're gonna go live over by this tree here. I didn't plant that tree. I didn't plant that tree either. That is a pollination tree. Sweet. Let's have a look at these ermines. They're like little weasel things, aren't they? Oh, you're tiny. What are you possibly going to murder? You're meant to be a carnivore. I don't think you could even kill the squirrel. You're definitely not going to kill... Look at that thing. That thing is like 4 times your size, son. You are freaking small. The hares will protect the ground squirrels. The hares are dying. How are you dying? I just made you. Are you hungry or... I don't think hunger would be the problem. This little area here is really pollinating out and spreading really rapidly. I can't see. Oh, look, the live. Wait, have you killed that one? Is that dead? I think that's dead. It's dead. And I was like, oh, they're sleeping together. Nope, you murdered it. You're a bad fox, okay? However, you look very nice for my screenshots, so thank you. I know there's a hide UI button. I just keep forgetting what it is. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. It's not there. Never mind. Right. We've got loads of points. We should play with points. You guys doing okay over here? I'm going to pollinate this area as well. Spread the furs around, which means if we're going to do this, we should put some plants in that we like. I don't know. Why not, eh? Why the devil not? Diamond leaf willow. Yeah, let's get some of that in. Let's just put some stuff in. Idea being that maybe the bees would pollinate this, it's going to spread down there, and these lovely fellows down here would actually survive for once. Hear me? Arctic hare. I don't know why you're dying. Your hunger's... What is killing you? Is it lack of food? It might well be. That would probably make sense. I did add a lot of hares, and there isn't that much food here. And the food that is here isn't necessarily helpful. You're looking so cool. Hello. Maybe I'm a furry. Ah, buttons. Ah, button. Ah. I've taken so many screenshots, but I have to. It's a necessary evil. One of them will be perfect, and I can use this for the thumbnail of this video. Okay, on the plus side, one of the good things about this game is, right, I can basically, if we go to the main menu now, that is going to go for a year without me. Max time away, a year. So when we come back, we'll have more points to play with, we can do more stuff, and even if this one is kind of like a little tester and we scrap it eventually, we've unlocked some of the stuff, you know, eventually you unlock everything in the game and we can use those T points for nothing other than Tyto points, as they should be known, as I'm sure they are known. Tyto points to do nothing but pass time forward so we get more energy to play with. None of my others really went forward in time for some reason. We're going to check in with our last biome now, the Himmer Players fam. See how it's done since the last video. Why not? We added a lot of fancy stuff, didn't we? How are we doing? My pangolins are dying. But my pikas are alive and adorable. Pika? Rhino! Hello? Oh, we added some really cool stuff. You're alive and you're like 7 years old. That's awesome. Where are my tigers? I have tigers. Tiger! Elephant! Whoa, whoa, Nelly. Calm down, lass. She's gunning that tiger. Bam! Awesome. Yeah, that tiger's going for it as well. Da 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 da. I think the pikas are getting hunted to extinction. These ones in particular. Does the gear monster go for the pikas? Probably. Maybe a little on the small side, I don't know. Snip down here. This one's actually kind of sustaining itself. It's not quite there. I feel like the elephants might need more food. They really do work through it a lot. Maybe that's why they're coming down here, because they're kind of spreading around just to find... Although there is some there. My red pandas seem fine. You know, it's kind of surviving and thriving. That's pretty awesome. I forgot to say, every time I leave, it resets it back to none. I don't really know why. But if I click here, it still says the year, so I don't really know which one it is, to be honest. I am very tempted to kind of delete all of them, just start them all again. Which is kind of what we did with Oh That's Sad. I don't know why it's called Oh That's Sad. It's been so long since I played this, I really don't remember a bloody thing. But we've got a lovely little... No time's passed. Should I have? Probably not. We've got a lovely little Alaskan biome. Next video, we'll do another one in like a week or so. Give them some time to rack up my points, you know, fill up the energy bar, all that kind of jazz. And we'll aim for some bigger stuff, you know, try maybe like a grizzly bear, or I'd really like to see the Wolverine actually, that'd be really cool. But we've had a little look. I really do recommend this game. It's one of these games that rewards just, you know, sit down, chill, put in some animals, see what happens kind of thing. I probably need to spend some more time actually just making it into a proper little biome, you know, actually worrying about that kind of thing, because I kind of want to see pretty animals, to be honest. But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool game. I really recommend it. I'm gonna enter this one more time. I just need to have another look at it. I feel like I need to remake it, you know. I want it to be sustainable. Is it sustainable? There's too many hares, right? But I say that eventually the hare populations will die out to the point that the food and the growth of the food and whatever, the pollination of extra plants, etc., is enough to sustain the current population. So it's like China, right? My hares are China, in that they've kind of overbred, and now they're going to get wiped out due to lack of natural resources. That isn't actually what's happening to China, but I'm sure there's many examples of that happening throughout history, at least in the animal kingdom, wherein maybe there's some... Is that a spider on my desk? Go away! Yeah. Like maybe there's like a glut of natural resources for some reason, so the populations expand massively and stuff, and then that glut of natural resources go away, maybe fades, so the population then sort of shrinks back to its normal size. Theoretically, that will happen here. As long as there isn't so many that eat all the food, in which case they'll all die. Basically. They have to die out quicker than the food does. Here's hoping. And here's hoping my little foxes over here have a happy, happy time. Don't know where they've gone. Or my little... What are these dudes? I mean, they seem pretty happy. You guys okay? Where have you gone? I've lost you. Because you're so freaking small. What's that? That's a dead rabbit. A hare. How many people have shouted at me for calling them rabbits? But, look, it's a hare, it's a rabbit, I don't care. We're going to end it there, though, ladies and gentlemen. We might remake this one, to kind of focus in a little bit more, but what we'll probably do is I'll come on a little bit on my own, try and get more points. We'll probably expand out to the whole thing. That way we get tons of energy to play with. It's really the best way to do it. And unlock some more stuff. So basically, let's say we come back to our Alaska biome. I'll have all the animals and stuff pretty much unlocked and ready to go. A full thing, tons of energy, and we'll make a really cool biome. That's it. If you guys want to see more, do let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love, and as always, bye-bye.